go make myself some coffee, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone? But I'm going to wait for at least a couple people to get in here first. First things first, fix that chat. But yeah, guys, if y'all give me just a few moments, I'll be right back, okay? Well, let me wait for somebody to show up so they can explain. What's up, Zen? You're first, man. Welcome in. So give me just a moment. I got to go make some coffee. I was waiting for somebody to show up, so I can explain. But give me just one moment, and I'll go get me some coffee, and I'll be back, okay? So let's go make this coffee, and I will return. I wish I could take you guys with me, but my dad is unfortunately in the house. Coffee. All right, guys, I am back. I have returned, everybody. What's up, Enzo? Or Liam, how you doing? Sup, everybody? It's going great. Sorry I took so long. I had to make coffee. So, yeah, I fell asleep. So, I had to wake up real quick and get everything ready to go. Hi, my Jen. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. This is Afternoon Hangouts today. We're just going to be sitting here chilling. It's raining, so I can't complete any of my projects. Dang. Hi, country girl. How you doing? But yeah, it's raining its butt off. So I can't actually finish a single one of the projects I was starting. So not today anyway. But tomorrow, we should be back to working on the walking staffs. All we got left to do for all of them is just to coat them and hang them. Okay? Shuck, what do you want, baby? In a minute, go lay down. No, in a minute, go lay down, you stubborn thing. My dog, everybody. In case you don't know and you're new here, I have a dog named Shuck. He's a black lab. And he's a hoot, but he's definitely stubborn when he wants something. So, guys, I'm going to take the hat off for today for just this show. Just fix my hair. You always get hat hair. So, anyway, we're going to take the hat off just for a little bit. So how are you guys doing today? It's good to see everybody here. It's good to see everybody in the show. We're having a regular episode today. No big special thing planned right now. I had some stuff planned, and then boom, boom. Thor decided he needed to forge. So that kind of ruined my plans. But you know what, guys? We're going to pick up some stuff tomorrow. Yeah, I saw you were coloring on your live stream. I caught a little bit of it, baby. I was going to be saying something, and then I took a nap. I think I passed out around right after I published my last shorts. I ended up just falling asleep, guys. Oh, yeah. But thank you all for showing up. We still have the armor on. We're still wearing it for today. We gotta wear it the next couple of days so it'll break in. It'll get nice and comfortable and everything like that. Right now, it's like a new baseball glove. So if you've ever played baseball or softball, for all of my female fans, those new gloves are real tough and they're real stiff and they're hard to use. So that's the same thing with this breastplate. So we're going to be wearing it for a couple of days. There we go. I was actually about to get to you there, my Jen. But that's my girl's channel. So guys, go check out the pinned comment down below and go check out my girl Jen Holder at Jen Holder 976. If I could talk. It's definitely been interesting, since getting the armor and everything, especially learning how to sit properly in it. I've worn armor before, but there are certain chairs that are made for you to sit in with armor. And I've never just sat on a bed with it before. So it's a little new to me. But hey, it's okay. Not only that, I always had to borrow the armor that was sitting around. So I'm glad I finally got my own. We only got a little bit left, and we can have a full suit of armor, guys. It's raining here. It's raining there right now, too. Man, it just seems to be always either raining or burning all over America right now. So half of America's on fire and half of America's flooded. How's that working out? But how's everyone doing? How's y'all's afternoon going aside from it being rainy or wet or anything like that? How's it been, man? Come on in. Come join the conversation. Especially if you're new. If you're new here, just hit the like and subscribe button, bell icon. Yeah, I can tell you're doing better than this morning, my Jen. Guys, give me just a moment. I'm going to go check on my coffee. It shouldn't be long for it to brew. But all I got to do is go open the door and look. coffee was finished, guys. So definitely had to get me some more coffee. So now that we can have coffee, how's everybody? All right. So we are possibly, as soon as this rain's over with, we're probably going to be going back out into the thicket, guys. So, yeah, I am. I'm probably going to start using that from now on, my Jin, just because you like it so much. But that, and it holds a whole cup of water, so, or a whole bottle of water. So all I got to do is pour one bottle of water in, run my coffee maker, and then get coffee in just a few seconds, or just a few minutes. You know, so it's great. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna start using it for you, my baby. So anyway, how's everybody's day going? How's your afternoon? You know, how's your family? Welcome into the show. You know, they all call me the Smiling Swamp Rat around here. I also do a lot of blacksmithing. You know, I do a lot of wood carving, as y'all can see from my Jin staff right here. I do a lot of wood carving and a lot of wood burning. You know, guys, this is one of the items that I sell. I sell handmade walking staffs and canes because it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So tomorrow we're going to be finishing that up by adding some tongue oil to, well, we're going to start the finishing process on that one and my friend Ohan's staff, because we're going to be sanding them down a little bit. And then we're going to be taking and coating them with some tongue oil. So they'll get nice and good and hard and strong. And not only that, but they will be waterproof and they will last them a lot longer. You know, guys, the way that I make these stabs, I try to make them last your lifetime. So if you guys ever want one, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll get to talking with each other. You know, guys, I'll share my email address and we'll figure out what you want. You know, so that's how that works if you want to order one right now, because I don't have a website set up. But I will have 3 stabs available for sale here real soon. So those will all go to benefiting the Friends of Village Creek is what these 3 stabs are going to go to. You know, the Friends of Village Creek, and then I have a knife that I'm going to be making and I'm going to be auctioning off. That it's going to be fully hand forged by me on here on the show. And that knife, when it's auctioned off, all that money is going to go to my friend Eunice in her school. You know, guys, that she's got there in Nigeria. She's got a wonderful little school. She's got some great kids, but they just don't have any supplies. So I'm going to try to get them some money and send them to some supplies. I mean, after all, that's what the Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum do. You know, that's what we try to do anyway, is take care of everybody around. All right. Cheers, guys. Good hot coffee. Wakes you up. Warms up the bones. Which, guys, I have to say, moving over to my dad's hasn't been so bad. You know, the last time I was here, there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of arguing. But it's been going really well lately, actually. So I'm really proud about that. I'm really happy about that. Because, you know, me and my dad, you know, we're kind of like gasoline in a match. We don't get along too terribly well. But we try. You know, other than that, you know, hey, Joyful, how you doing? Welcome back into the group. You know, we're trying to take and break in our new leather armor that we got. So we've been wearing it for about a day and a half now. And, well, not continuously. Of course, I took it off to sleep. But we're definitely wearing it in. We even got to train with it today. So, yeah, thank you guys all for checking out my training video. It was my first time training in armor in a long time. And I didn't get a full hour in. I got a half hour. That was the best I could get. What's up, Alan? How you doing, man? Welcome into the show. Mind Razor. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for choosing my artwork too. That's very nice. Nice to know that, Alan. Thank you for subbing too. The Mind Razor is my picture. I drew that. Let me show you. The original picture, man. Thank you for choosing my artwork for your name and for your picture. It's a big thank you, man. You didn't know I drew that? You didn't know I came up with the Mind Razors? Oh, nice. I didn't know that, Jin Jin. Yeah, I am the original artist of that. You see those? You see them too? All right. That's cool. Give me just a second, guys. I have a bunch of alerts that slows down my stream. You see them too? That's actually kind of neat, Mind Razor. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, but I'm a schizophrenic. I see them too. Jin Jin is very wonderful. Yes, she is. The best thing that's ever happened to me. Next to the birth of my kids. And then losing almost the worst. But thank you so much for because I definitely know that picture. I know my art. What's up, Mr. Vince? Happy tears. You're also a schizophrenic? All right, man. You're more than welcome here, brother. That's what this whole channel is all about, is helping people like me and you and others that nobody else wants to help. Can I give you a rap? All right, Mr. Vince. In honor of our friend, let's go with the word Mind Razor. Let's see what you can do. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we see into different dimensions and we're not actually schizophrenic. There's a lot of different, theories about schizophrenia, especially involving the pineal gland. Rain. All right. We can also go with rain too. Oh, Rock's in the show. What's up, Rock? How you doing, girl? By the way, thank you for the idea. Jerry D, how you doing? Oh, I can't rap. I'll tell you that right now. I cannot rap. If I try to rap, I'm going to sound like freaking Malibu's Most Wanted. No. Yeah, that idea that you gave me about the Friday nights. Thank you so much. That was a great idea. Oh, I can't sing. I can't sing. Don't do that. You're going to make me blow these people's eardrums out, baby. Yeah. Rock, thank you so much. Thank you, Jerry D. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome into the chat. Have yourself a good old time. We try to treat this stuff like a feast, where you can meet everybody, say hi, and maybe join one hell of a clan, guys. The Knights of the Holy Rose Sanctum take care of each other. So if you wish to join the group, come on in. Just go. All you got to do is hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That's all you need to do. Or just the like button. It's all good too. But you can also go check out my girlfriend right here in the pinned comment at JenHolder976. You can go check her out too. Oh, no, I cannot rap. Oh, nice. Good job there, Rock, though. Over Glazer, time to raise. Just stop to glaze. Go through the maze. That rap by Pap. I know, right? He's pretty good. You know, the only thing that I've ever been able to come up with as far as a rap goes, and I could never finish anything else, was just this one. Oh, nice. No, I remember you, Jerry D, but I just haven't seen you in a minute. So now that you said it, I remember seeing you. You know, I just didn't know you subbed. So thank you very much. But I've only came up with one little rap. And that is, I come from the lands of Shangri-La. I breathe in the fires of hell. I walk through the veil of the Holy Grail. I breathe in the, no, I messed it all up. Let's see. It was, I come from the lands of Shangri-La. I breathe in the fires of hell. I bleed in the halls of the Holy Grail. Make love in a chamber of ale. You know, I drink from the streams of the river Styx. I eat from trees of poison. You know, I was young and I was angry, so I made that one. You know, if you want to eat that, yeah, you can. You can eat that. I'll get a new one. It's a little heavy. Miss Jen, where are you going to get to your old man? Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see her new picture either. You know, she does really great at coloring, you know, and I draw. So that's a really awesome thing. It's amazing to have so many people in here and showing their support. You guys are awesome. You know, thank you all for coming in. I know it's a little bit of a boring episode because we don't have a craft like we normally do. You just did a makeup. Oh, nice. I have to go because I'm starting to feel needles in my head stabbing me. I have to take my meds. Bye. All right. See you later, Mind Razor. Take care of yourself, brother. You know, make sure that you're okay. You know, and make sure that there's somebody to watch you. You know, that's really cool that he ended up finding my picture. Nice, Mr. Vince. That's funny. All right, Mind Razor. We'll check you next time, brother. You know, hopefully you take care of yourself. You know, maybe we can actually talk about other things we've seen before. Maybe we've seen a lot of the same stuff. All right, guys. Let's get our coffee here. Coffee. All right, guys. In just a little bit, I have to go walk shut. It's going to be about that time. So, you know, we're going to have about another 6 minutes before I go to do that. Give you another word? You're all good. I knew it was probably spell check. What's up, Trash? How you doing? I'm having a great day, man. I'm trying to come up with a word for Mr. Vince so he can make a rap. Let's see. How about fate? Come up with one for fate. All right, Rock. We'll see you right here in just a minute. So, Trash, welcome back into the show, everybody. Trash is a really good person to get to know. He named his channel Trash Channel for the simple fact that most of YouTube is brain rot right now. You still have a lot of really, really good stuff. You know, love you too, my Jin. You know, you still have a lot of really good stuff that you can find on YouTube, but most of it's getting to be junk, you know. But I've actually found a young lady. Maybe ask Trash, Rock. But she always got to eat everybody. But I found a new channel recently that was called Path of Fire. And guys, y'all got to go check this woman out. She is one hell of a blacksmith. And she does everything by hand. You know, I was watching a lot of her videos and learning a lot of great stuff. Fate doesn't get no hate. When you see him, he'll be great. No debate. Thanks, Fate. Thanks. YT is 80% junk. Yeah, pretty much trash. I'm going to eat you then, Alan. Uh-oh, Alan's on the chomping block. Not chopping block, chomping block. Mmm. Nice. Thank you, brother. Hopefully my fate is to do something great. You know, it's good to leave behind a legacy, guys. And that's what I'm trying to do in a lot of ways, is leave behind a legacy for myself. People want to eat me. That is fine. My fat is delish. All right, Trash. He just rolled with it. Give me another word. Word. Go with that one. Keep it up. Oh, yeah. You know, it's always great to have great shows, you know, guys. Let's keep them likes rolling in. You know, let's keep those shares going out. Let's keep those subscriptions coming in, guys. So like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Come on in and join the show. And definitely go check out my girl down in the pinned comments below at JenHolder976, everybody. Be right back. All right, we'll see you in a minute there, Jen. Scrap. I got you, Alan. Be right back. All right, we'll see you in a little bit, my Jen. Hoo-wee. You know, guys, it has definitely been an interesting few days. Having to go through detox again. Oh, my gosh. I hate that. I hate having to be on free help. You know, but that's why we're working so hard to get the merchandise store up and running. Word, there's a lot heard, so in the night you can see a bird. And thanks, Clint, for the word. You're welcome, man. Ain't nothing like a good old cup of coffee. Especially when you're with good friends. You know, and that's what matters. You're with good friends, good coffee, or good ale, and you're having a great day. You know, and that's how I always like to live, you know, guys. So let's come on in. Let's have a good time. You know, let's get to know each other for sure. Sir, your car, you can control it. I believe in your ability. I definitely try my best to control my schizophrenia. It does get out of hand. Whenever I was younger, I could control it. Now that I'm getting older, it's getting more intense. So it's getting a lot harder to control. And it was that reason that I got put on disability. And that and my epilepsy. You know, they were just like, no, you can't work no more. You're too much of a liability. And that disappointed me. Because I've always been a worker. You know, shuck you stinky thing. But I've always been a worker, guys. So to take away my ability to work really drove home. Oh, God, Shuck. Wow. Ooh. You are a stinky dog, man. And you're going to turn around and start eating again? Fat boy. You bust it like that again. I swear I'm putting a cork in that thing. Plug it up, Buttercup. Good Lord. You always got to gas me out whenever I'm doing my show, man. That dog always waits until I'm in the worst possible position. And then he just straight up. Oh, yeah. Trash is technically right about his fat being good. He actually right because in some people, they say human fat and body tastes like pork. Definitely. What's up, Superior? I have heard that. Headhunters in the Philippines and everything like that used to call us long pork. That's what they called people, was long pork. So if you heard them ever say that they were eating long pork, they were eating humans. So that was always something interesting that I always found, that apparently we taste like pig, but we're also not very nutritious. Clint is good. That's just the way he should. He is kind and he doesn't mind. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a cannibal fact. Exactly. So apparently we taste like Piggy Wiggy. But definitely wouldn't want to eat a human. Because there's a little thing called prions disease. And prions are gnarly. You know, those things mess with your DNA. Bye, thanks for the words. See you in the night and to see the bird. All right, Mr. Vince. You're doing good on these wraps. Good old hot coffee. And there's my Jin back again. Hello, baby. You know, here in just a minute, I got to go walk my dog. So, Jin, I'm glad that you just made it back in because Shuck's about to have to go for a walk, and I do need somebody to hold the floor down for me. Howdy, 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 everybody. So, give me just a second. I have a friend that has pig intestines as part of his intestines. Oh, Jerry D. I've heard of that being used a lot. I have an uncle that has a pig's liver. So that worked out. And in cannibalism, the thighs, shoulders, and palms of your hands, and I think the back leg is good food in cannibalism. Rock, you know a lot about this. Fafo, what's up? Give me just a moment, guys. Let me go walk my dog, and I'll be right back. Going to get the present at the store for my dad on Father's Day. Bye. All right, see you later, Mr. Vince. What, me walking my dog? Yeah, I've got to walk him. It's an unfortunate thing every now and then, but he just farted. So I definitely got to take him out. Come on, Shuck. Wait here, though. Wait here. Back up. You know I got to put your brother up. All right, guys, let's go walk Shuck. I decided to take y'all with me. Come on, my Shuck. All right. And here's our nice, stormy, cloudy, awful day. It's very unfortunate that it's been raining all day. We had so many things planned, and they all went out the drain. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Yes, we're going to do a live again tomorrow, for sure. Oh, wait, no, today's Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. Tomorrow is Clint's Critter Chats, and so is Sunday. So, yeah, we can't exactly do Morning Mojo tomorrow, but we will have Clint's Critter Chats. I haven't decided the animals we're going to talk about yet because there's been a lot that's went on this week. So as soon as I figure out what animals we're going to talk about, which might just be something simple like the white-tailed deer and maybe the common cat squirrel. You know, we're going to talk about those two. You know, it all depends. We might actually talk about the Texas rat snake, which I caught a big one not that long ago. I think Monday. I caught one that was about 6. I'm going to have to say 6.5 foot because I was holding him by the tail with his tail way up here. There was still about that much of the tail sticking out from behind my hand, which is 4 inches wide. And then you have a good maybe 8-9 inches of neck and head on the ground. That sucker was massive. And I tried to get my dad to record it right, but he screwed it all up. California king snake. I got to make sure they're even in my area. The human heart has 353 calories. Oh, wow. I think Rock's doing some... see you later, Joyful. But, yeah, I got to see if the California king snake's even in my area. Give me just a second. Step out into here. Yeah, you better go take a go do your duty. Try to say it without saying go take a shit. But you go do your duty, Shuck. No. Go potty. You're not going in there. Go poo-poo. Because after what you cut loose in my bedroom, I bet you got to. Man, it looks awful in the skies today. Yes, I definitely love animals myself. What's up there, Alan? What you trying to do? Come on, Chuck, potty. No sniffing. Move it. I love the fact that my dog knows what the word hurry up means, or the words hurry up means. Hey! You know better than to go past that. Shut. Yeah, you know better than to go past right there. All right. All right, see you later, Fafo. Oh, I got you. Sorry about that there, Alan. I just didn't know what you mean. But I'll see you later, Fafo. How you doing, man? You know, it's great to see all y'all people in here. We've had a great showing out today. Hopefully we'll have a few good subs off of this. You know, we're sitting here walking my dog currently, having ourselves a good old time. All right. Well, nope, he walked right in front of the ramp, which means he's still got to go. Shuck! No. Come on, Shuck, I'm getting wet. Hurry up, boy. There we go. I knew he had to go. Just had to find the right spot. You know how dogs are. They got to find that specific spot to be able to go to the bathroom. And I'm wondering why that is. You know, I'm wondering why dogs have to do that. You know, I'm going to do my research on that a lot more. But that's always confused me. Why they got to sniff around and find just the right spot. All right. My shuck is finished. And it's back to the bedroom, guys. All right. And yes, we keep the inside of our house kind of dark. So it's not just my phone, guys. Our house has got every window's got a curtain or a blanket over it. Which works out, considering that me and my dad are both hunters. So the woods around here have a lot of dark patches in them and everything. And by having our house this way, we keep our eyes trained to be able to see a little bit better in the dark. And a lot of people don't realize you can train your eyes to be able to see better in the dark. What's up, Brian? How you doing, brother? See you, Rock. I'm sorry you got to go. All right, Rock's returned, but then Rock had to go. All right, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Thank you all for coming in. You know, this is Afternoon Hangouts with Gator. So come on in and say hi, man. You know, we welcome in everyone and every culture. So come on in. Oh, nice. Alan's still here. We got Brian in the house. We got, well, Rock had to go. And we still got my Jin Jin. Almost done. It's always a good thing to have yourself nice and awake and alert. You know, I don't like to be caught off guard. So I like to keep I don't like to be tired, and my medication makes me really sleepy. So like all the time. So if I don't drink an energy drink, in the morning, in the afternoon, I'm gonna be out. Good as I can be. My house caught fire last night, so Red Cross put me and my family in a motel. Brian, I heard about your house catching fire. Are you okay, man? Is your family all right? Nobody got hurt, I hope. Guys, it's always a tragedy when things like this occur. Luckily the American Red Cross was there to help them out. So, let's give them a round of applause for doing the job, because not very many people want to do a job like that, because a lot of the times it's very thankless. There's a lot of ungrateful people out there. We're good, but can't live there anymore. Man, that sucks. How long y'all been living there? Because I know if it's been like a lifelong home, that's terrible. But we're definitely going to pray for you and your family for sure, man. So I might even give you know what? There's no might to it. I'm going to write your name, Brian Forsha, out in Viking Runic. And then I'm going to take and do a ceremony to Njord to try to see if he can bless you with fortune, man. So that maybe you and your people can get back on your feet. And it's no problem, man. We try to take care of our own here as best we can. Oh, it's all good. Maybe the gods will smile upon me and grant my wish. Which my wish would be to take care of you. God, I love coffee. Coffee or Monster. I love both of them, actually. There we go. Coffee is drank, guys. Oh, thank you, Brian. I will, my love. I will definitely pray for you too. Nice. Thank you so much, Brian. Guys, we try to take care of each other in here. So if you want to join a great community, go on ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and come on in and join the family. Hell, you don't even got to share. Just like and subscribe. Just pop on in. Have a good time. Hopefully, come next month, we'll be able to get our forge back up and going, and then we'll be able to take and finish out our Viking sacks, because I can't wait to finish that out. Zoe, welcome in. How you doing, Zoe the cat? Oh, Zoe and Cat. Welcome into the show. We're having ourselves a good old time just sitting here. Yes, this is my new breastplate. We're trying to break it in. It's nice and strong. I really like it. It's good armor. But yeah, these are my new leathers. And it actually goes really well with my palindromes. So thank you, Brian. I even trained in it today, although it cut my training down to 30 minutes. I barely got that 30 minutes in, too. I had to take a 10-minute break on occasion, but I managed to actually get 30 minutes altogether. But good Lord, did it add some heat. Yeah, some people's got to get used to me in it. Like my dad. He has to adjust to me wearing it. But I like it. It's like a leather vest, just wraps all the way around. And it's a little stronger. So the thing I like about it is it's completely handmade. It comes from Norway. It's 100% authentically handmade, hand stitched. It's got buckskin, cowhide, and yak hide on it. So the real thick parts, like the centerpiece right here, are all yak hide. So that's something new. But it makes it a heck of a strong set of armor, man. This stuff don't really flex that well. It takes some pressure to make that thing bend in. But it's awesome. What's up, Alan? You here, man. Thank God that you're still around. Everything come out okay? I moved some people before, and they had a nice chainmail shirt. Nice. I'm actually going to be working on getting me a piece of chainmail. If not, I'm going to work on how to build my own, and that's going to take a minute because you've got to take and temper each and every ring. So that's going to take forever. But I'm definitely going to get me some chainmail to go on underneath it. I got you, man. So, anyhow, welcome into the chat, everybody. We got about 14 minutes left. Yes, making this would be a lot of work. Mostly it's a lot for the material. Whenever I pieced together everything that it would cost me to get started to build one of these, I realized that it was going to cost me more money than it would to just buy one. So I went on to Dark Knight Armory, one of my favorite websites, and I purchased their Aberith Cuirass. It only comes in one size, but luckily it fit. It actually is a full suit if you wish to get the whole set of armor. But I will eventually be making my own leather armor. I'm going to be making my own Viking-style braided leather armor with some rings into it. But making the chainmail, that is going to be real hard. And it would be a lot of work, like you're saying, Brian. That would take months to complete of straight work. Not just taking a break every now and then. That'd be all day working on it because you got to put each and every individual link right. You got to measure your chest all the way around. You got to measure your stomach all the way around because it's got to fit snug on the chest, but loose around the stomach so that you can tighten your armor up around. And, there's a lot of work that goes into making chainmail. There's a lot of work that goes into making a knife. And for all of y'all that are new here, yes, and it is really heavy. That's the other thing. It's going to weigh me down a lot. But training in it, moving in it, walking around in it alone is good enough to actually burn calories and make me a stronger person physically. So definitely going to work on that. And we're definitely going to keep training with Troll's Bane here to make sure that we get even stronger. Guys, and eventually we're going to move up to Jotun's Bane. But I had to get my arm and my movement and everything down back to my grip strength normal and all that before I could really go at it. But real steel wedge riveted chainmail, looking at about 75 to 80 pounds of metal that's going to be sitting on me. So yeah, it's going to be heavy, but it's going to be nice in the end because pretty much the only thing that can hurt me at that point is a gun. Because we don't make knives anymore that are capable of going through tempered chainmail. So I'll be stab-proof to a degree. Here in Texas, we got some really heavy-duty knives, though. So I might be in a little bit of trouble. But I doubt it. Most people, they see somebody walking down the road wearing armor and everything. They're just wanting to sit back going, what is wrong with that guy? Does he know how hot it is? Because it's definitely hot. I mean, the breastplate alone weighs a little bit. What's up, Thanos? It's all about that rice. How you doing, man? Welcome into the show. That's an old video. That's an old video. What's up, Vinny? How you doing? Welcome in. We're all getting ready for, we had a nice, good chit-chat so far. We've got about 10 minutes left in the show. Thank you guys for showing up. There was something I wanted, but they did not have my size. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. You can always contact them and see if there's bigger sizes than what's on their website. I can give you the phone number. Their personal help desk is really, really kind people. They're really nice to deal with, and their customer service is on par. But I'm doing great there, Thanos. I'm doing great there, Vinny. How are you two guys doing? It's great to see you. Your brother is asleep. Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. Little brother is asleep. Let him stay that way. Hello, waitress. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. No, it was on another website. Okay, Jen, I got you. But waitress, welcome in. It's been a minute since we've seen you. Jin, go check them out on Dark Knight Armory. They might have the same thing, but they might have it in your size. I guessed you've been busy, because you haven't been in here in a hot minute. So, but welcome back into the show. As you can see, there's been some improvements. And guys, if y'all are interested, for those of y'all who haven't seen any of my blacksmithing videos, this is our current knife project that we're working on. All we got to do is bring this tang out a little bit further, and we got to wide out this blade, make it a little fatter, and we've got to stretch this blade out a little longer, and then we're going to have a nice Viking sax ready for us to be able to go right with our armor. And guys, when I finish the knife, I have 3 ideas for a name. I'm going to put them up there, and I'm going to see what you guys choose for a name for this blade. And we're going to name it together here on the channel. And when we get the name for it, that's what we're going to call it. And it's going to be my personal knife. So this is going to be my first knife that we're going to make on the show, that I'm going to make live. I've made many knives in the past, but this is the first one I've ever showed everybody my techniques and how I do it. What's up? His name is Gary, your little brother? All right, Vinny. Tell him I gave him a good shout out. Posted a linky on your last comment post. I hope you listened to it. Oh, all right, oh waitress. That's cool. Thank you for sending my Jen some awesome stuff. I've been trying to show her some new things a lot here lately too. Just to try to spark her interest in different stuff. We're talking about maybe her playing my tabletop game of X Tier with me. You'll check it out after the live stream? That's okay, Vinny. It's all right if you can't make it to every live. That's why they're recorded, so you can go watch them later. Oh, yeah, that knife? Oh, waitress? Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun when I get done forging this out. I'm going to love the heck out of this. All I got is I've got a small warp in it right now that I've got to fix, which can be easily done on the anvil. But all this started out as a leaf spring, and I've hammered it down into this. So, yeah, guys, don't ever think you can't do nothing. If they tell you can't make something, or they tell you can't do it, you go out and you prove them wrong, man. Because everybody said I could never blacksmith. Wait until I get done finishing this blade, and then I can tell them all to kiss my booty. Yeah, she had a bad morning. I don't think I'd like D&D, but it's really fun. Oh, you didn't think you would like it? So is his name Gary? Oh, is the knife's name Gary? No, the knife's name is not Gary. I didn't think I'd like D&D. It is definitely a lot of fun. A scythe? Make him a scythe? Yeah, my forge isn't that big. Let me build my bigger forge, and then I can make him a scythe. Yep. Yeah, let me build a bigger forge first. My forge, I'm pushing it with this size blade. My forge is literally meant for horseshoes and small knives. And I'm making a buoy, basically. I mean, when I'm done, this is going to be a 9-inch blade, But I am building a bigger forge, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to record me building the bigger forge too. So all these projects that I've got coming up, all these handmade items that I'm going to be doing, you guys are going to be there step by step for every last inch of it, guys. We're going to have a great time doing it, and I'm going to really enjoy getting to show you guys my craftsmanship, because I don't like to put my name on anything that isn't done right. So we're going to set up this nice idea we got. Thank you, Alan. We're going to set up this nice little idea we have for a bigger charcoal forge, where we're going to be using a leaf blower for our air system. We're going to be using a 55-gallon metal drum for our base for our forge, some fire brick, and just a little bit of a canister at the bottom to catch any falling down coke, or what you call what coke is what is left over when you burn charcoal. It's called coke. Oh, good. I'm sorry to hear that you're having a bad day though, man. That's terrible. He found one, but it was so rusty he couldn't do anything with it. He wanted to cut tall grasses. I got you. Yeah, I'll make him a scythe. That's no big deal. That's actually a fairly simple thing to make. So, I'll make him one. Just give me some time. It's gonna be expensive though, oh waitress. I'm sorry, but I got to make money. But it will be expensive. The blade alone is going to cost a lot of money, and then I got to go out and cut down the shaft that we're going to use for it, shape it up, put some tung oil all on it, and then burn some designs into it for it. If I do, I'm going to do it right, but it'll be kind of pricey. Hi, my Jin Jin. Like, what's expensive? Well, for just this knife alone, when I finish it, it's going to be about $300, $400. So making a scythe blade, you're looking at probably around $500. I'm sorry to say that, but it's going to be expensive. Yeah, it's going to be about $500 to $800. But I mean, everything is handcrafted, and it's guaranteed it's going to last him his whole life. Probably into his kids' lives. The only thing he might have to replace on it is going to be the shaft. And that's if I just don't treat the shaft right with the tung oil. But we should be able to get all 8 layers of tung oil on there. Maybe he should. You'd spend the same amount of money getting him the forge to learn how to make it himself. The shaft is what fits onto the socket, man. I mean, come on now. It's how you piece together any kind of pole arm or anything like that. And tung oil is a special kind of oil that is used to strengthen wood and preserve it. Oh, no, he pranked you. You'll let him know? But Vinny, you'll be all right. It's just a prank. Guys, we're down to 2 minutes left. So, damn, time goes by fast, don't it? But we're down to 2 minutes left now. And it's been an awesome time chilling out with you guys. It really, really has. I couldn't think of better people to spend my time with. So thank you all so much again for being here. I know, Vinny, I'm sorry. But it is true, Vinny. I do got to go here in the next few minutes. But maybe you can catch us tonight. So that would be awesome. Guys, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Come on in. Join the family whenever you get a chance. Share this video with all your friends. Try to get them to come join the nights, guys. We can always use new people here. And, thank you all so much for being here. Y'all are absolutely incredible. I definitely going to be watching some Friday the 13th today. Oh, yeah, you did, Vinny. For my time, it'll be about 8 o'clock my time. So that's when I'll be going on here, Alan, is 8 o'clock my time tonight. And tonight's Friday night. So we're going to be having a nice, good little discussion about, making sure that you make it to your doctor's appointments and stuff like that, guys. We're going to talk about taking good care of yourself, guys. But I do apologize that it's the end of the show. Sorry for all my friends who just made it in, but I got other stuff to go do right after this. So I've got to take and finish cleaning the house for one, and then I got to prep dinner. So it's 10 in the night for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Vinny. I didn't mean for it to be that late. That's why I chose 8 o'clock, because most people are able to catch it. But anyway, guys, y'all are absolutely incredible. Y'all are the lifeblood of YouTube. 100% the only reason why content creators like us make it in any shape, form, or fashion. So thank you all for showing up today and making this such a special day. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you all later. And I'll definitely shout you out there, Vinny. How you doing, man? You know, but we'll catch you all next time right here for Afternoon Hangouts with with Gator. So hopefully tomorrow, though, we'll be able to do the last of what we need to do on these stabs, or get the process going. So we'll see you all here next time. Love you all. Thank you so much for the support. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, love your mama, love your papa, love yourself, be kind, and always find a way to help. We'll catch you all here next time. See you from the swamp. Later from a Gator.